ചെറുക്കൻ അടി കൊടുക്കാറായി വരുന്നു. ചേച്ചി ആദ്യം പറയാൻ പോകുന്ന എനിക്കറിയാം, പാട്ട് പാടാതെ നന്നായി.
So, welcome back everyone. Till we get the slides on, I would like to show everyone my journey. So this is my index. This is how I'm doing right now. I have very bad handwriting, so please forgive me. This is my future log. I have divided into April, Jan, May. These are months, and then we'll come to this now. The next part, the monthly log. Again, pardon the handwriting. So I will come across why I've done the crosses, the T's, everything I'll explain to you. And it's a great system, how it works, and it helps you to manage your task and get an entire picture of what you want to do. So we discussed about the future log and index in the previous thing. The next part is the monthly log. Just like explain. So now since you're starting the month of November, okay, for example. So you know what tasks you have to do in the month of November. You will bring those tasks to your monthly log. Here they have shown only one line per day. It's a free system. You can do it as per your convenience. I keep 4 or 5 lines per day because I have more tasks per day. It depends on you. So you will divide your monthly task as per the days, and it is not necessary to fill all the days in the beginning. Whatever you have right now, you will fill it up. Okay, today I have Monday, I have a meeting. Something I go over here, something whatever it is. And then, can you go to the next page? After you have set up your monthly log, then you start the main daily log. Here you are noting down all your tasks and making sure day wise. See, it's written second, first. You are mentioning the date over there, and you are tracking down your tasks day wise. So as you can see over here, they have used different kind of symbols. So this is what we call as signifiers. So again, signifiers, there are some standard signifiers under the Bujo system, but you can make your own as per your convenience. You can see this over here, this is a dot, this represents a task. This is a task that you will do. A circle represents an event, any event that you have, maybe an appointment or something. And if you see a dash, you can use a dash for noting down tasks or notes of the task, basically. I'll go on to more signifiers later on. Before we do that, let's move on to the next session. There's a small change. Instead of doing the education session, we are doing the table topic sessions first. To explain, the table topic session is an exciting session where you have to use your impromptu speaking skills. To explain us more about the session, let's welcome our table topics master for today. He's a highly experienced sales leader at 3M Gulf Limited with almost a decade of experience in this field.
Education session is at first.
No, it's a change. For managing his task, he maintains a to-do checklist which he has been following for years, and he creates the to-do list every day at the evening and syncs his task with team's calendar in the morning. Please help me welcome the energetic Toastmaster Anandu.
I came up with a Pandora box. Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
Welcome to the most exciting section of Toastmasters meeting. This is table topics. What is table topics? I'll give an understanding about the table topics for the benefit of guests. Table topics is all about, I'll be giving a topic. You need to speak about this topic for at least 2 minutes, and you can maximum speak for 2.5 minutes. But today, I would like to do it in a different way. In table topics itself, there is a module called a switch. It means I'll give a topic. First 1 minute you will be speaking, the speaker will be speaking, supporting the topic. The next 1 minute the speaker will be speaking against the topic. So after 1 minute the timer has to say that switch. Okay. So after 1 minute the speaker will get an additional 15 seconds to wrap up the first session. Then again after 1 minute he will get additional 15 seconds to wrap up it. It means total.
How's the 1 minute will be starting? Then again 1 minute will get it?
Yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute he has to talk supporting the topic.
Okay.
Okay. Then 15 seconds he will get 15 seconds to wrap up the speech. That means 45 seconds you need to switch on the amber light. Then 68 seconds you need to switch on the red light. This is how it is.
60 seconds is
No, the timer doesn't change.
It's 2 minutes, no? Maximum 2 minutes.
2 minutes and
All that he has to do is after 1 minute say switch.
okay.
That's
Fine.
Just say switch. Just say switch after 1 minute.
Okay.
Then how will he know red light when to stop?
Yes, you should.
Red light he has to
The
show.
that is not a different.
The end no conversions.
2 minutes.
Okay.
After 1 minute, timer will just say switch, and the speaker will switch. At the end of 2 minutes, the timer will just go to red light.
Alright, okay, fine. There will not be any change on the timing. After 1 minute, the timer will say switch. So the speaker will switch, saying against the topic.
Okay.
Okay. For giving a demonstration, let me call up first our seasoned speaker, Toastmaster Rajesh.
Huh? Topic for you is, if you never fail, you never live.
Come again.
If you never fail, you never live. This is the topic. This is how it is.
You never live. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
this is how it is.
Never fail.
Okay, Toastmaster Rajesh, your timing starts now.
For the topic. No, when they start the
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests.
Good evening.
Failing has become a habit for me since age long. so it's nothing new to me, and it doesn't scare me also because it has become a habit. So each time we fail, what is the thing is that each time we fail, we go back to the drawing room and you become better to fail again. And you go back and you become better to fail again till the day somebody who you respect tell you that you have won. So unless and until you have failed, you will never know where you have actually won. So that is something that I have learned from my life. To tell an example, it would be Toastmaster itself. So in the beginning, I would not prepare, and I would just come in and believe that I could speak English, and I would just go on thinking that I could finish a speech. But then my Toastmasters, senior Toastmasters here will give a good bashing and tell me this is not how it is done. But what is the great thing in failing? There are many people who has already won this world without ever failing once. There are many names that comes to my mind. For example, Hitler. Have you ever heard Hitler ever fail? Unless and until he dies. Anyone? Have you ever seen people of success ever wanting to fail? We should never think waking up in the morning that you are going to fail. You wake up to win. You get up every morning thinking that each and every action will lead to victory. People may say X, Y, and Z said that you failed and you failed. Never give them a year. You should think of what you think best of yourself and actually go for victory. Each and every day should be a victory on your hands. So there will be many things that is happening in your life, but it should not bog you down and tell you that you have failed. So it doesn't matter that people say that failure is important. Always victory comes first. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rajesh.
Thank you.
Next speaker, let me call up our senior Toastmaster, Toastmaster Mohammad Rashid.
forgive and forget. Toastmaster Muhammad Rashid, your topic is forgive and forget.
Table topic master, fellow Toastmasters and guests, good
Good evening.
Forgive and forget. Isn't that what our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, told us? That if somebody slaps you, you have to show the other face. I don't know whether that is a correct statement. Having said that, of course, forgive and forget. That will give you peace of mind. I'll just give you a very recent example. So my one of my colleagues, he had a misunderstanding, and right in front of my office, he started shouting at me, and and kind of misbehaved, and there were other staff around was sitting, and everybody was like shocked to witness this. So I kept on saying thank you, so that he can. So he was saying, so do you think just by saying thank you, you want me to forgive and forget? Never. You should never forgive. I mean, if we forgive British people, what would have happened to us? Really quite hard. So this gentleman who came to my room, I shouted back at him. How dare you spoke like that in front of my colleagues? You are not supposed to speak like that. You should give respect and take respect. So in life, if you are a straight tree like Chanakya said, you will be the first to cut off. So you should never forgive. Should never and forget. Should never do that. So tit for tat. That is what the lesson taught me. Yeah. If somebody slaps you, you'll have to slap them back.
Twice.
Twice. So that is what you should do. You should never forgive and forget. It will not take you anywhere in life. That's all. That's all.
It seems like he will never forgive me as well. Alright. So the next speaker, let me call up Toastmaster Muhammad Safir. Hey! Toastmaster Muhammad Safir, you can choose your topic from here.
Live each day as if it were your last.
Okay. Live each day as if it were your last. Toastmaster Muhammad Safir, the topic is live each day as if it were your last. Okay? Over to you.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters.
Good evening.
In reality, how we know that we got another day? Whenever we are living, it is very clear that it might be our last day. So whatever is your dream, whatever is you need to achieve, what is your goal, you need to ensure that you are working for that. Maybe you will not get another day. So that is very important in life, that there are many people there who talk about the procrastinating. How sure you are going to get a time to achieve your goals. If you are not doing today, what is the guarantee you will get it tomorrow? So whenever you have something to achieve in your life, in your dream, just try to do it as early as possible.
Switch.
See, Francisco, you are living maybe 30 or 40 years. If someone has said that you don't have any time, so if you try to finish all your goals, what you will be doing in life now? You might have completed everything. Then there is no motivation for you to work hard because you think that it's already gone. So never ever think about that this is your last day. You got enough days to succeed in your life. You take enough time slowly. If something you want to do it today, take it. There are left, there are many days left. So you can do it tomorrow or day after. Take your own time and do it. Never ever hurry for that. Then only you will get a long life in life. If you finish it, then God will think that you don't have to do anything more in this in the earth. You will be spending, very lavishly. So he will not give you action in your life. So procrastinate everything. Whatever you need to do it tomorrow or day after tomorrow, and ask God for more days so He will extend your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed Sachin. It was a kind of like a motivational speech. Let me call up our treasurer. Treasurer, your Pandora box is waiting for you.
Kiosk box.
Good things comes to those who wait. Good things comes to those who wait. Okay? Toastmaster Francisco.
Good things come to people who wait. Yes, it is so true. In today's world, you have to be always positive. Only if you're positive, good things will come to you. So you have to think positive, be positive, read positive things. Only then you will be successful in life. So always be positive in wherever you are, be it at home, be it at your workplaces. Try to be positive. Even someone scolds you, shouts at you, be positive to them. Whatever they say yes, it is, you are right, you are correct, whatever you said is true. And never procrastinate. Be firm in this decision and say whatever you said is absolutely true. And continue doing this job and you will be always successful. And this will take you to different heights and you will achieve all the laurels in life and be a very successful person in whatever you do. Who said all these people? Never believed in this. Nobody is. Which person did you see who is positive and yet succeeded? No, you have to be crooked in this world. Only crooked people are very successful in life. The people who are negative, you will see how successful businessmen become. They do all the crooked ways and they will achieve so much of success in their business, whatever they do. Be even in your offices, all the negative people, all the people who tell you negative things and go and prove it to their bosses, they are promoted and they are successful. And it is so true in today's world. You check around in your own very offices. All the people who are negative, they will be the most successful people. And they will go around showing as if they are working hard. No, don't do all this. Go the crooked way. Find the crooked ways. Learn to, which is negative. That's all.
President, please note, our treasurer is so much. Okay. Let me call up our guest, Neetu.
Big round of applause.
Just Neetu, you can select your topic. Your topic is chase your dream no matter the cost. Your topic is chase your dreams no matter the cost.
Okay.
Over to you.
Okay, good evening all.
Good evening.
When I talk about chase your dreams with no cost, like you need to work hard to chase your dreams. If your dream is up to the limits, like if I am a digital marketer, if I am thinking about a marketing manager in Emirates, for me it's a big dream. But no cost. I need to try my best to get that job, because in this world everyone can dream. So we can work very hard. So we can achieve our dreams slowly, but we can achieve our dreams. So always dream big and chase your dreams, and find ways and connect with other people, no matter the stage where you are living in. So always be in an optimistic manner. So I would like to say that your hard work and your consistency will pay one day. So always think, as Abdul Kalam said, that always dream big. It's a dream is like okay. In this current world, chasing dream with no cost, I can't tell. If I'm saying openly from my mind, I can't tell that chasing dreams is very difficult in this competitive world, because years ago there is like a separate classification for people, but now people in the low caste or the lower level also want to chase your dreams. So today's society, the competition is very high. So sometimes we need to do start from the step, like we need to start from scratch every time. So we need to rearrange or rebuild our dreams from scratch every day. So chasing dream is nowadays is very difficult. We need to feel like writing priorities, and I would like to say that you need to be optimistic. Thank you.
Guess Neetu, Toastmaster is the right platform to help you to chase your dreams. Let me call up guest Akmal.
What? I wasn't told of this.
And you need to be mindful you have your applause with you.
Yeah.
It's a sabotage.
Right?
As per the agenda.
Choose your topic. Everything happens for a reason.
No, it doesn't.
All right. Guess Akmal, your topic is everything happens for a reason.
Last speaker.
Is that? We just start?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I've recently started to learn about Islamic studies, and something that I learned in that is that everything is actually written already. We are here to understand why it happened, right? So there is a reason, some that we can comprehend, some that we can't. So we just have to go around with our lives trying to figure out why it has happened. Why does God want us to be in this position today, now, here? And what does He want us to learn from this? Or maybe what role does He want us to play in this? So I firmly believe that everything happens for a reason. And I'm here just to figure out why. And what should I be doing there? Of course, that's the option and the choices that you have. You can either be an idiot or be somebody wise and do something good. But ultimately, that's the whole point. And I really believe that everything happens for a reason. Is it good now? So then God also said, I'm just kidding. Can I just switch because I'm not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's as far as I can be.
Switch now.
Okay, so I really don't think anything happens for a reason, right? And that's because it's a cause and effect game, right? Something happens and there's a cause, and then some trickle down effect that transpires from whatever that is, right? So this whole game about something happening for a reason is a bit far-fetched, right? It's like a blind man's fairy tale, right? Because somebody's doing something and then something else happens, right? So where is this thing about everything happening for a reason? Like there's an unknown X in there. So why do we fall for that? So I don't think I think it's a vantage point topic, right? It's about whether you want to know why it happened or whether you don't want to know why it happened, and whether you are invested in figuring out why it happened, or you can just sit back and say it happened for a reason. Right? So that's as far as I want to go with this.
All right.
Thank you.
We have one more.
No.
Right. Okay. So with this, I think all of you might have enjoyed the table topic section. It is kind of like the most enjoyable section in the Toastmasters meeting. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anantu. What a wonderful session. It was very exciting. Let's vote for the best. First, Toastmaster Nisha, can you have the timer report for all the speakers?
You can see them.
Toastmaster Rajesh, he took 2 minutes 7 seconds. And Toastmaster Rashid, he took 2 minutes 13 seconds. And Shafiq, he took 2 minutes 7 seconds. And Toastmaster Francisco, he took 2 minutes 4 seconds. And guest Needu, she took 2 minutes 3 seconds. And guest Akmal, he took 1 minute 52 seconds.
Okay.
All are qualified, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Everyone has voted?
Yes, can vote.
Guess can also vote.
Yes, you can also.
They voted already for first. Continue.
So, previously we talked about the monthly log and the daily log, and I talked about the signifiers, how you keep track of the task. Can you the next? See, once you start doing your daily task, you use these signifiers. If you're done with the task, you put a cross and you're done with the task. That is how you know that the task is over. It's simple. These two are the most interesting things. If you think that this task needs to be done on another day, you use the signifier greater than sign. It means that you have moved the task to another day in the future, during the same month. That is the idea. So you move the task forward in the month, and use the lower than sign to show that you have moved the task to your future log, maybe for another month or next year maybe. Some days a task that you want to lose 20 kgs maybe, so you want to do it as a New Year's resolution. So you move it to your future log that you will do it next year. And can you?
So you write with pencil? Because you have to
Pen.
all the time.
No, you write with pen. You write with pen.
Okay.
No, keep the last one.
Yeah. So in the beginning there will be only a dot, and over the dot we would do.
Correct. Yes. So you write the
Yeah,
dot over here, and then you can just show that you have moved it forward or backward. That's how it works.
When it is done, if I have done it,
You
I
cross
start
it
it.
off. Cross it off. So the entire process is finally at the end of the day. You there's an option. It's like I said, Bujo is a very open system. At the end of the day, you can migrate all your tasks either to the future or future log or to the monthly to any other future days. You can do this either daily or you can do it monthly or weekly. It's up to you. So let's move on to the next session. The next session is the education session. In this segment, a seasoned Toastmaster or a guest with expert knowledge will give us an educational or training session which is generally centered around the fundamental aspects of leadership and effective communication skills. Today's session will be conducted by a seasoned and highly experienced Toastmaster. She has a lovely and kind personality and she is just filled with positive vibes. She is the founder and
She
mentor.
didn't evaluate you.
She is the founder and mentor of Lagoon Club, and she is a homemaker. And to manage her daily tasks, she mentally prioritizes her tasks every morning as soon as she wakes up. Please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Sunita Nair.
Thank you, Toastmaster Huzaifa. Like Toastmaster Huzaifa said, this is an educational session on evaluation. So we are nearing the contest season, very exciting times for the newcomers who are here. This is the contest season is starting. We have a club belongs to an area belongs to a division. So club is Lagoon. There will be five or six other clubs in our area, and then the area belongs to a division. There will be 25 clubs. So if you win in the club, you will represent in the area. If you still win at the area, you will go on to the division. And if you win among those 25 clubs, you go to the district, which is made up of the whole of UAE plus
Lebanon.
Oman. Not Oman.
Lebanon.
Lebanon. So that is the level, the club, area, division, district. So we are now going to enter the contest season. And there are 4 contests basically, but just because this is the first educational session, I'm just giving you an idea. There will be 4 contests: the international speech contest, humorous speech contest, a table topics contest, and a evaluation contest. Today what I'm going to tell you is about the evaluation contest. Now, as members of Toastmasters, of this club, only for the international there is a certain criteria. You need to finish a certain required number of speeches to participate. For everything else, You just need to be a member. Even if you haven't done your icebreaker speech, you can take part in the table topics, humorous and evaluation contest. So we've got so many new members. So we expect that all of you will be taking part this year in the evaluation speech contest. Now the evaluation speech contest is slightly different. Why is evaluation? According to me, evaluation is the most important part and the best part of Toastmasters. See, you got to listen, you got to analyze, you have to have an impromptu speech because you hardly have time to write your evaluation. So it's also an impromptu speech, and you have to give a good feedback, a feedback which is constructive. So these are all these four things will help you more than giving a project speech, according to me, because it is giving you a whole all-round development and you become a leader. So along with your public speaking skills, you also develop leadership skills when you take part in evaluation. Now for our evaluation contest, we will have a mystery speaker, or we call him a target speaker. Somebody from another club will come. He or she will be sitting amongst us. We will not know who it is. Only when the name is announced and the person is called, we will all know who is the target speaker or the mystery speaker. He or she will deliver a 5 to 7 minute speech. Before that, what happens is all the contestants all those people who have given their names for the contest, we will have a draw of lots. And with this draw of lots, each of us will have a number. So after the speech is given over here, the 5 to 7 minute speech, we will be taken to another room. All those who have this number. Now during the speech, you are allowed to bring your paper and you can make your notes about the speech. As the speech is being delivered, you make your notes. Then after the speech, you are taken to another room and given exactly 5 minutes to make your notes, whatever notes you want to make. And you have to hand over this notes to the sergeant at arms. Then according to your number, you come into this room. So the first speaker comes here, gives his or her evaluation, and then can sit over here. Very lucky, because he can hear all the evaluations that come afterwards. Because after you evaluate, you can take a place here. The last speaker, unfortunately, will not be able to hear even one single evaluation. But it is a win-win situation. The first speaker learns from all the other evaluators. The last speaker, imagine, gets all that time to sit and mentally prepare his evaluation. So it's a win-win situation. Don't worry, whichever your number is, don't stand there and exchange the numbers as we always do. So that is about the evaluation. I'll show you what is the judging sheet later, but that is how the contest will happen. So we will all be evaluating one speaker. Now when we come to it's just like any other evaluation, only thing, in a club when you evaluate a speaker, the speaker is the hero. You are only helping that evaluator the speaker to improve. But in the contest, I will say the evaluator is also a hero, because you are being judged on how you motivate the speaker, how you evaluate the speaker. So that is a slight difference in the contest. You are being judged. The evaluator is being judged also. Now there are certain rules. The evaluation procedure is basically almost the same, but there are certain rules for the evaluation. The rule for the evaluation is the language. First is the language. Always make sure that it is your personal opinion. So always say, I feel, I think, I seem to, I can suggest this to you. Never say, we feel, we think. So always it is your personal opinion. And the second part about your language is, the first is it should be personal, it's yours. The second part is, you are only suggesting things. You should not use the words, I think Toastmaster Ashik, you should use humor in your speech. Toastmaster Fawaz, you should have had a better conclusion. we never use words like that. You can say, it would have been preferable if you had a good closing also today. I felt that there was some humor lacking. So put it in such a way that you're not compelling the speaker, you're just suggesting it to the speaker. So language is the first thing that we have to do. Secondly, we do not talk to the speaker. This is a mistake all of us make, and it happens even with me after so many years of experience. We tend to say, Toastmaster Fawaz, your speech today was wonderful. Instead, let us talk to the audience, especially during a contest. You speak to the audience and to the judges. You say, Toastmaster Fawaz, ladies and gentlemen, did you hear Toastmaster Fawaz today? Wasn't he at his eloquent best? So you are addressing the audience. You do not speak directly to the Toastmaster or the target speaker. So second thing to remember is you speak to the audience, not to the Toastmaster. Probably when you are giving suggestions for improvement, you say, personally, I think Toastmaster Fawaz could have done this better if he used a little humor in his speech. So that is the way. Second thing is you talk directly to the audience. The third one is you give examples. When you give a suggestion, like, I wish you had used some voice modulation. So tell them exactly that part when you were talking about your father beating you. You could have made it a little more dramatic. Give them give them examples from their speech where exactly they could have used voice modulation. If you say use stage movement, yes, when you talked about moving from Kerala to Karnataka to study, you could have moved to another part of the stage. Then when your business flopped and you came to Dubai, come to another part of it. So you give them constructive feedback, exactly what they should change in their speech. So give examples, go in depth. Then you have to summarize your speech, especially for the contest. Remember to summarize your speech. That is, say what is the positives and what could have been the say what could be the what are the areas of improvements. At no point you should say negatives, positives, but areas of improvement. The word negative should never be used. And respect and empathize with the speaker. You don't know the target speaker who might be coming, might be just have delivered his first speech in a club, or it could be a DTM who's coming to give. But always empathize and respect the speaker, talk to them respectfully. Now, it's, usually how I go about doing it, and most people do this, is we practice our evaluation like this. I divide my page into 3. I put content, organize, what is the 3? COD, what is it? Toastmaster Sitara, content, O is organization, and D is delivery. So we divide it in, this is the best way it works. Content, organization and development. And then I divide the sheet again into 2 parts. This is the positives and this is the area for improvements. And under content, we have, Toastmaster Kadir, can we have the next slide please? So in the content, what we look for is message, stories. Was there a message? Were there personal stories? Was it relatable to you? What was the language like? Did he use a lot of, see, he talked about the roads turning into rivers. That is vivid imagery. Then you use metaphors, similes, whether there was a call to action at the end. These are the things. Whether there were dialogues, whether it was interactive. Did he ask you a question in the middle of his speech? These are the things that we look in content. So I will have here something like stories. And here I will say, story, tick. Mom's story was very good. Priest story was very good. Something like this I will put over here. And here I will write Another thing like there was no call to action. If I have call to action over here, I will write. I just do this. This makes things easier for me. Similarly, so this is about the content. In organization, what will I look? Now, like any other speech, this needs an opening, body, and a conclusion. All speeches. So, was the opening attention grabbing? So I look at OBC. Whether it was the opening body and the conclusion was there. Today, for instance, I felt Toastmaster Riaz was in a hurry. In the end, he knew his speech was going over time. So his conclusion was just one line. So I will write over here, conclusion, just for my information. It's, you can come up with your own style, but basically these are the points. Can you come to organization? These are the points that we look at. OBC is opening, body, and conclusion. Then the transition. Sometimes you have an opening paragraph and then the body does, the stories do not relate in any way to your theme. So that, and then did the closing tie with the opening. Like Toastmaster Rafi, sometime back when he gave us the talk about how you should, No. His grandmother told him that you should never believe in
enemies.
Enemies. You always. So how you tie back? Usually you try to tie back. Today, Toastmaster Rajesh, in his speech, brought back the hare and the tortoise, but he tied it back to his opening, saying, though we were like that, by teamwork we can win. So always try it. So see whether the best thing is to have a opening and closing tied together. So see whether that is there and whether the time. Sometimes we spend a lot of time introducing your topic, hardly any story, or most often what happens is we rush through the conclusion because we see the light. So whether there is good use of time. So this is what we will look. Time. Did he finish on time? If it was Toastmaster Riaz, I would have put a question mark or a cross here for time. And then delivery. Delivery, we know what all we look at. We look at the voice. Was it loud enough? Was it clear enough? What did he speak fast? Pitch, pace. All these things are what we look at. Can we move, please? So clarity, pace, pitch, modulation is what you look at. Again, you will mark according to this. If somebody spoke very fast, you will put a cross near that. And then for body language, again we will see facial expressions, whether there was eye contact. So today Toastmaster Fawaz had such wonderful eye contact. He was looking at everybody and talking. So I will put a double tick over there, just to say that that was too good. And what then the stage movements, whether he moved purposefully on the stage, and ultimately whether there was poise, confidence, and energy is something. And I will just write all this on the screen. And when I go into that room, I will just look at what were my positives and what were the areas of improvement. And according to the importance, I take 3 important positives, 2 or 3 areas of improvement. So I have it all ready over here with examples. So you just sit down there. In 5 minutes, it's very easy to make your notes because you've already done all this over here. So the notes have been done, and then there are ways of doing evaluation. The sandwich method is the most common which we use. We start with the positives so you're 2, 2.5, 3 minutes. So 1 minute, 1.5 minutes you can go on about the positives. What was nice about the speech. Then for the next 1 minute, give us where the speaker can improve. And then the next half a minute or 45 seconds about summarize. Always summarize saying that these were the positives, and in one line say, but if you could take care of your stage movement and add a little more humor, I'm sure you will do a better job next time. A very fantastic job next time. So That is the thing. So that is the sandwich method. Or you can do the COD method only, content organization. So look at it and just say that in the content, I love the way you said the stories, but I wish there was a little humor in your stories. I love the way you opened, but the conclusion was a little weak. This is a little confusing because you are saying both the positive and the negative. That is why we prefer the sandwich method, where we talk about the positives, the negatives, and the. Or there's another way where you can talk about what I saw, what I heard, what I felt. What I saw a very confident speaker over here. I saw him deliver with all enthusiasm. There was energy, poise, everything. What did I hear? I heard a very emotional story. But there, even when he was talking about the time when there was so much joy in his life, his face looked very sad. So you can use this content organization and delivery, and same thing you can, once you write this down like this, you can use any side. What did I hear? So from this you take out and what did you hear? And the message, what's it there? So that is the final message, takeaway message. Was there a message? What did you feel? Did you feel that when you go back you have to take an action? That is your final message, what I felt. Then one more way of doing it is acronyms. But don't do this acronyms, it was a great speech. G for good information, R for the refreshing humor that you brought in, E for the emotions in your story, A for. But when you do it at a contest, it looks like you have come prepared with an acronym. So don't do it at a contest, it works very well. Children at the Gavel Club often compare it to food. It was like your speech was like a pizza. The toppings were excellent. The body was nice. There were 2-3 stories which were very interesting. But your conclusion, it was burnt. Because you ended it so fast. So children are very good. They come up with such stuff. You can compare it to a movie. The climax was very good. You can even write, So what I did is I just bought this. This is how we do it. This is the content organization and the positivism. Or you can, do this. You can make it a movie and an actor. That way also if you evaluate, it's great fun to do this. As a movie, was there a message? Was there a structure? Was there transition? How was the language? And then the speaker himself, the delivery, energy, voice, eye contact, gestures, stage movement. So these are various ways you can use, but once you get this done, you can use any method. So that is basically the thing, and this is where can show us the timing is green 2 minutes, amber 2 minutes 30 seconds, right? You have a grace period of 30 seconds. But as soon as you see, because it's 2 minutes 31 seconds at 3 minutes 31 seconds in a contest, you're disqualified. 1 second also. So as soon as you see the red, you start winding up. Don't lose any time. 30 seconds flies. And can we have the judging sheet? So once we know this is the judging sheet, this is what the judges get. So the analytical quality of the speech, did you focus on the strengths and the weaknesses of that is 40 marks for that. The recommendations, what suggestions, improvements you gave, that is 30. The technique, were you sympathetic, were you sensitive, empathetic? For that you will get another 15. That is where you should have done this, is to be avoided. This technique will mark you there. You will get low marks if you do that. And the summation, whether the summation was encouraging. So this is the way the scoring sheet is. Look at this always before the contest. It will help you to decide how you should frame your evaluation. Any questions?
Can you explain more on the analytical quality? What
analytical quality is that is the content where you say your story was nice, but the humor was lacking. If only you could have added. That's why you're analyzing in depth.
So all the content, organization, and the delivery part, it all comes in the
analysis. Yeah, that is so that's why I said no. Evaluators are the best. Evaluations is the best thing. You learn analysis. You learn to break down a speech and say what is their strength and where they can improve. How you recommend it is the recommendations part. How you put it forward, and then the technique of motivating them to, improve and the summation. Any other questions? Yes.
Is it okay to have same paper in our hand, or it is better to keep that paper aside and then do as a speech?
See, when you are sitting down and writing notes, make a note like this. You have to hand over everything that you have. So you will be taking this also with you to that room. Okay? And then on a fresh sheet of paper or small pieces of paper like this, you can always remember to write your number and name on the paper, because you hand it over to the sergeant at arms, and you will give all the notes that you have. Every single paper you give it. All that you know is in your head when you are sitting over there.
So
You will
when
hand.
we speak, we won't have any paper.
No, so as you enter the room back, there are two sergeants at arms. One will be keeping you in the room far away, and there will be one over here. So when you return to the room, as you are waiting over here, you get your notes. So write your notes in a clear, legible manner, so you don't have to sit and search. So put your what are your positives, 3 or 4 positives in big letters, and then your 3 or 4 suggestions, whatever you have, clearly, so that you don't have to just put, humor. So you know by then what you have to talk about over there. And try not to keep looking at your notes. Just have those 4 points over here. I'm going to talk about the language he used, the humor he had, and the emotions he showed. So just know this language. So you look at it and then give your explanation without looking at the paper much. The paper is there, but don't look at it too much, because you are talking to the audience.
Will we be able to get the tips and you provided was, will we be able to get it?
Yeah, the slides are there. He'll share it.
The recording is there.
I'll share this. Recording is there. We'll put it in the
The
group.
slides are also there. I'm sorry, I'm not technically savvy, so he's the one who's taken all the effort. But then you will also be doing this on a piece of paper. So you are not going to sit there. Your mobile phones, all your electronic devices will have to be left behind in the room. All you will have is a piece of paper. So let's go back to ground rules and let us do it like this on paper. Practice this on paper.
So if we add any quotes or anything, will it give more points or
Yeah,
relatable ones?
Yes, if the quotes make sense, it is good. And this is not, this is for us. What do you add in your speech? That's why I didn't say anything. If there are quotes, it's good to mention there were quotes, but then they should also tell us who it is. So it's Abraham Lincoln, we know it is. Sometimes people come up with a quote by some person whom you have never heard of. So explain who that person is. Anyway, that comes in the international speech educational session, not in the evaluation. In the evaluation, if you know who said the quote and you think it fit perfectly, it will come in under analytical quality.
So, would you prefer, like we start, how we train for speeches, to start with a hook or a question?
Of course.
Yeah, so this is also speech.
Yes,
So,
you would love to have for the evaluation, it would be very nice if you can take, suppose Fawaz's speech today. I will say, taking a risk is the best thing, and that is why I am here to give my evaluation. So I am starting my speech by quoting something from what the speaker said. That will be a nice way to start your evaluation. You can do that for the target speaker, something from the target speaker. Take that and put it as your opening sentence over there. Am I putting my neck into the... No? Start something that makes the audience relate to it. I think we've exceeded time a lot. Anything else? All done? I think I'll hand over to Toastmasters.
Thank you.
Thank you.
be taking up the evaluation contest and we'll all come out as winners. Okay, in the Bujo system again, sometimes you have something that is repeating, maybe something like you want to read a book or a movie you want to see. So if you note down your tasks in the daily log, you will lose it later on. So you can create something called collections. Like this is a collection, you wrote books to read and you mention all the books you want to read over here. And the index, you can just add books to read and you can give the page number. Okay, on this page I have all the books to read mentioned over here. For example, you have to read more than 20 books. Over here you can see around 30 books. You want to read more books. You want to go to another page. But on the next page you have a daily log that you have started over here. So again, Bujo system is very flexible. We can use something called threading. So maybe that page was page number 14. So you will write on that. This is continued to page number 22. So this is basically a fast way to move to the next page of that collection. And also, of course, you can, when in the index you can mention that this collection is in page 14, 22, 34, whatever it is. You can mention it over there. We move on to the next session. It's time for the evaluation session. Evaluation is the heart of the Toastmasters educational program. The role of the speech evaluator is to motivate the assigned speaker, as explained by Team Toastmasters Sunitha Nayak, by providing honest feedback in a constructive manner. So, our first evaluator is an application engineer working in automotive aftermarket industry. He is an energetic speaker and will grab everyone's attention with his good evening. He manages daily tasks. He makes use of Excel sheets. Let's welcome Toastmaster Neeraj Bose on stage. Thank you very much.
Good things happens to those who hustle. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests, and special good evening to My Hustle Story by Toastmaster Fawaz. He started with his speech with very good sentence. I am sure every one of you gone through the hustle in their life. That was an interactive start for each of us. The structure was there. With start, he connected with his own story, starting with his grandfather, giving start with childhood. He is not able to play. Then he moved to his when he moved to Dubai as an accountant, and there was a spark to start the business, and he did that one in Karnataka. But again, to start that one, he started the company, travel company. There was a story, complete structure was there. I felt that his eye contact was really good. He started from this side till TMOD on the rightmost corner, and even the person who was sitting back, can correlate that he is interacting with him. Hand movement was there when he was talking about his. He was calling to his brother. There was a hand movement. Every speech is having something. With that, the good speech can be the great speech. As per my suggestion, instead of I am sure if he can start with the question, how many of you gone through the hustle in their life, then there will be an answer that he can expect. Again, after the first sentence, whenever there is a salutation, he should wait for the audience, and then if someone is saying good evening, that pause should be there. There was an area where he can add the humor in his speech, so that he was sleeping at supplier side, where instead of that one, I was having a bed at supplier side. So there he can add little bit more humor. Again, he did very good attempt by saying he was calling to his brother, and there was a dialogue, but he can add voice modulation in that one, so that we can differentiate the voice of his brother and between his. Saying like that, every speech is there is an improvement. As an icebreaker, Toastmaster Fawaz did very good job with a very good structure, like with eye contact, hand movement, but he can make this speech at next level with the humor, adding humor, voice modulation, and best thing that I personally like is call to action. That if he can do, everybody can do. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nilesh, for the detailed evaluation. Now we'd like to call upon our second evaluator for tonight. She uses Excel and Notebook to manage her daily tasks. She is a passionate digital marketing manager at TPH Group who wants to continuously improve herself to master the art of public speaking. She has a heart of gold and will keep motivating everyone. Keep motivating everyone around her to do their best. Let's welcome Toastmaster Jaya Ravi on stage for the second speaker.
Esteemed Toastmasters as guests, what a remarkable moment it is. Ask me why? Because Toastmaster Riaz delivered his first speech in the journey of public speaking. Give him a big round of applause. And that too, just after 1 month of joining. For me, it took 6 months to be on stage to have the courage. Standing here is not a small feat. I applaud your courage and your effort to continue to improve yourself. Now, what's an objective of an icebreaker? To introduce yourself to the club and what sweet memories you share. Wasn't he lively?
Yes.
Wasn't he vivid?
Yes.
Did you ever thought that you don't want him to stop? Because I want him to continue. Even if he passed the red light, I was waiting to hear more stories from him. Now, let me go through what all things I loved a lot from him. I was prepared to say that being the icebreaker, he'll be nervous. But I couldn't see any nervousness in him. It takes a lot of time for a public speaker to bring humor in their speech. But it was so effortless for him. Kudos to that. And then, the next thing I liked about him is that he looked so professional. And then, he could have had the script in his hand, being the icebreaker, but he didn't. Kudos for that. And you had prepared with a lot of stories, and it was like you planned one story and you used the body language in your speech. I'm sure that it was not planned, but it was really effective. And it was all the stories were so visualizing that when you said you drowned during the course of the speech, we felt that we were with you in the river. And when you said the drops of water were falling in the classroom, we could see that happening. Now let's see how he can take his speech to the next level. Being an icebreaker, the first thing you should master is to be confident on stage. You have the confidence. Now, one point I would like to tell you is that whenever you ask a question, give a little pause for the audience to react. And second, when you start, be on stage, pause for a little while, keep your hands out of the pocket. Whenever we feel that it's in your pocket, we feel that you're a bit nervous. So keep your hands relaxed, breathe, look at everyone, smile, and then start. So being your icebreaker, you have a long way to go. And one suggestion I would like to say that keep on taking roles. By keeping on taking roles, you will improve yourself, you will improve your confidence, you will inspire others and yourself to do better. And another thing is that you will learn what is your strong points. So based on that, you will analyze your strength and weakness and take point one by one and implement in all your speeches. So to conclude, I would like to say that Riaz, keep your fire alive. You have a strong, fantastic start. Congratulations again for a fantabulous, grandiose start. Toastmaster Riaz.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaya, for that wonderful evaluation. Now I would like to call upon our third evaluator for tonight. She is a businesswoman who has been part of Lagoon Toastmasters for 15 years. She has a jolly nature and will bring a smile to your face instantly. She believes in the old school of education and does not believe in using any app to take care of her daily tasks, but she does follow-ups in required fields. Let's welcome Toastmaster Arham Sitara, ma'am. Stay on.
Toastmasters. Today we had a great speech by Toastmaster Rajesh. Beyond that race, beyond that speech, I was looking forward to see something that I will be telling you later. Now the first, the positive points are he had a great eye contact. I think most of the members will be connecting with him. And he had a great smile. Very energetically, he said, zip zap zoo for 3 times. And also surprise, surprise. He was repeating that one. Very good metaphor he used. Many times I myself and most of the audience have heard about hare and tortoise story. Many versions of it also came into action. But this time, this is the first time I heard that he was taking that as a metaphor for giving us an eye-opener to the teamwork. That was really great. He had a lot of facial expression, was very pleasant. He had a very loud voice, clarity, and also he used the positions. When he was saying about the hare and the tortoise, he was taking this position, and to his friend Justin and him, he was taking the other position. All these were the positive points. But the purpose of this speech is for the member to practice using vocal variety to enhance a speech. I saw everything in the speech attempt except vocal variety. Vocal variety he had put in the zip zap soup. Very simple, the vocal variety. But I felt that there are many places when he was saying about the hare and the tortoise and Justin and himself, he could have used some dialogues where he could have used the vocal variety, different vocal varieties. And then he used a jargon, picture abhi baki hai. That means even he put the attention for that. But the vocal variety was not. So dialogues could be used whenever you are making a speech to give the purpose of that vocal variety usage. Better you can put some dialogues, and for the hare, the slow, and these words, such words, he could have used that vocal variety. But excellent message as a persuasive speech, it was there. Even he had a lot of time. He finished at 5 minutes and some seconds, and the conclusion also I felt abruptly stopped. So in your future speeches, please get use of the vocal variety, and I recommend you to repeat this. Same evaluation.
Only the member who has got maximum number of redo the thing. That's why I say failure is not.
Can we have the timer's report?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Toastmaster Nilesh, 3 minutes 19 seconds. Toastmaster Jaya, 3 minutes 14 seconds. Toastmaster Raham Sitara, 3 minutes 26 seconds.
All of us.
All of them.
Fail.
So now I would like to call upon stage the word master of the day, Toastmaster Sadaf, to share the word master report.
The boss manager would use okay, I know we all want to go home. And I'm taking the far best to spare. The word canter was used 11 times, so thank you very much. Good job. I believe which one is next now?
Sorry?
What is next now? Anything else from my side?
No. Now I would like to call upon the accountant and grammarian for tonight. He is a chartered accountant working with DP World Group. He used to write down his tasks on paper in the morning to keep track of important tasks. Let's call upon Toastmaster Jayashankar Vishwanathan to present the accountant and grammarian report.
My role as an accountant is to tell the filler words which used by the speaker, and as a grammarian,
Would you say that?
listen all the speeches and listen to the good usage, and also tell any usage which is not good, and also highlight the good quotes what they use in the speech. So here, almost everyone used etc. There is one. There was one sentence. We are come out of comfort zone. So we are coming out of comfort zone, or we came out of comfort zone. Then somebody said, "Her energy light up the entire room." It was a good usage. And leave a legacy behind. Only a constant thing in life is change. As time passed, another phase of life. By the grace of God, never give up your mindset. Those who sell themselves can sell anything. Then win-win situation. Also, keep the fire alive. These are the good sentences I listened during the speech. And then in almost everyone has used the etc. So I can see that you have several times used. You can reduce it. And also, I'm not telling everyone's name. Good. So almost everyone used except I think Sunidamam and Sitaramam. That's it from my side.
Thank you for the report. That was a very brilliant report. I think Toastmaster Jayashankar has done this for the first time. Is that correct? Bujo is designed to give a bird's eye view of all your tasks and how you can manage them to achieve your goals. In that same way, there was someone amongst us who was being evaluated each and every role play today, and will give us an overview of all the good things and also areas of improvements in today's meeting. He is a businessman by profession and has been in UAE for 3 decades. And out of those 3 decades, he has been part of Toastmaster for 15 years. He has a very helpful nature and has helped me with many of my projects. As a business person, he prepares a to-do list every day to manage his tasks. Please join your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Rafi.
Friends, I think the time we are running 25 minutes late, and I want to help you more by just saying 3 sentences for 3 debutants today. A detailed general evaluation is sent by email. Persistence is the habit of victory. Congratulations to you. For you, Fawaz, everything starts with a hustle. Life's journey, success starts with a hustle. Great job, keep it up. And for you, my friend, I'm amazed by your skills, by your confidence, super confident. Well done. The rest of my general evaluation you will receive by email. Thank you very much.
So, in the end, I would like to reiterate that Bujo is a system. It outlines or gives a guideline on how to organize your task. It will help you to manage the how and when of your goal to achieve your goals. And also, when once you have that sorted, you will get to the why you are doing it. You will be able to get to the purpose of your Okay. Now I would like to hand over the meeting to the president of Lagoon Toastmaster, who is experienced and talented sales manager at Bayara, Dubai. He uses Google Sheets for organizing his personal tasks and Excel at work, and organizes his tasks based on priority and keeps long tasks for weekends. Please welcome back Toastmaster Kader Miran. Over to the president.
So, how did the meeting went?
Great.
Great.
Great. I want feedback from our guests. Quick feedback.
Actually, it was a good experience for me. Like everyone is trying to improve their skills with along with their work schedule. Actually, that initiative is, I would like to appreciate everyone in this club and those who are running this club without getting any profit. Like we all are coordinating ourselves to get a better future. Like we are working in a team ways. So it's a good thing. It's the first time I am seeing the club in UAE after my 6 years of this life, UAE life. So I am happy. Actually, I am happy to be part of it.
See, I think I come from a company which is very proud of running these diversity and inclusion campaigns. But it's not that often that I see it being organically present in a setup. So I find this entire format very respectful and giving voice to everyone, and that's amazing. And you're doing this even without a program or 40 slides about what is diversity and inclusion. And sitting through 4 or 5 hours of these lectures where people tell you have to give everybody the voice. I think the format is amazing. I really like that. But just on another end of it, we were out there having teas and coffees and everybody just switched to Malayalam. I think we have to, if we have to evolve as good speakers, we need to play that role in our lives outside the walls as well. So that's just something that I noticed, and I wish it was different, because I couldn't network, or forget network, just have conversations with people because they were going on in vernaculars, right? So just something to think about.
It's a good learning.
Don't invent him for that.
We need to communicate about it. So with this note, okay, thank you very much. And we are running out of time. So please give a round of applause to our Toastmasters. We learned a lot about the bullet points and how to manage the task. So with this we come to the end of the session.
Let's break it.
Awards. Icebreaker. The best table topics goes to Toastmaster Mohammed.
TMOD also.
Even I voted for it.
The switch. As TMOD little bit.
Thank you.
And the best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Jared. And the best speaker goes to Toastmaster Fawaz.
Come down. Come from.
With this side, officially the meeting is closed. And we are running late of time. So thank you very much for coming. Our next meeting is on 27th. Thank you. Have a good
Next meeting.
27.